MikesBikes Simulation Strategy Guide, Round 1 and Long-Term Planning. Hello and welcome to this video lecture on the MikesBikes Advanced Simulation, your strategic guide to mastering Round 1 and laying a strong foundation for long-term success. Whether you're competing in an MBA program or simply improving your strategic management skills, this session is designed to help you achieve top sales, profits, and shareholder value throughout the simulation. If you would like personalized support or downloadable strategy templates, feel free to email us at MikesBikes@gmail.com for updated tips and shared winning experiences. Visit our blog, MikesBikes.blogspot.com. Let's dive in. Section 1. Understanding the game objective. MikesBikes simulates a competitive market for bicycle manufacturing. Your ultimate goal is to outperform competitors by maximizing your company's shareholder value, SHV, a measure reflecting the company's overall worth and success. SHV is influenced by net income, stock price, retained earnings, and investor perception. To win, your strategy must balance financial performance, customer satisfaction, and operational efficiency. This video will walk you through step-by-step decisions for Round 1, along with a vision for Rounds 2 to 8. Section 2. Company Starting Position. Round 1. At the beginning of the game, Round 1, each team starts with shareholder value, SHV, $13.90, retail sales, $27 million, profit after tax, $2.5 million, production capacity, SCU, 25,000 SCU, current product, adventurer bike, 2 target segments, adventurer and leisure, initially focusing on adventurer. This round is critical. Avoid major mistakes because recovery in future rounds can be challenging. Your decisions here will determine your ability to grow steadily across all 8 rounds. Section 3. Round 1 Strategy Overview. We recommend a long-term growth strategy, which consists of 1. Product optimization 2. Accurate pricing 3. Aggressive marketing 4. Capacity planning 5. Competitor tracking 6. Product development 7. Strategic finance. Let's break these down one by one. 3.1 Product design and forecasting. Your first and only product in Round 1 is the adventurer bike. To estimate the demand for the next round, look at last year's sales. For example, previous sales, 16,000 units, anticipated growth, 10 to 20% based on advertising and distribution, forecasted demand, approximately 18,000 to 20,000 units. Ensure your production meets this target. Remember, stockouts, too little inventory, will cost you lost sales. Overproduction leads to excess inventory. 3.2 Pricing Strategy. Segment-based pricing is key. Adventurer segment, willing to pay for quality, aim for $2,100 to $2,200 per unit. Leisure segment, introduced later, more price sensitive, target $900 to $1,100. In Round 1, test the market with a slightly premium price for the adventurer to maximize early profit, then adjust based on competitors in Round 2. 3.3 Advertising and branding. For the adventurer segment, your marketing mix should include TV ads, $400,000, internet ads, $300,000, magazines, $500,000, total ad budget, $1.2 million. Your media mix might be TV, 40%, internet, 30%, magazines, 30%. Additionally, allocate public relations, PR, funds in similar proportions to reinforce brand visibility. For brand awareness, spend about $1.5 million to $2 million to raise initial visibility. In later rounds, increase branding incrementally by 10 to 20% depending on competitors' moves and market share trends. 3.4 Production and AMP. Capacity planning. Your current capacity is 25,000 SCU, and the target production is around 20,000 to 23,000 units. Maintain a buffer to prevent stockouts. Optimal SCU usage is approximately 80%. Add 5,000 SCU if planning to launch a second product in Round 2. Hire 60 to 80 workers for current production needs. Don't forget to plan workforce increases proportionally to capacity. Overworked labor leads to lower efficiency and higher variable costs. 3.5 Operations and quality management. Your operational decisions affect product quality and cost efficiency. For round 1, batch size, approximately 400 units, setup time reduction, $300,000 investment, supplier relations, $350,000, raw materials holding, 3 weeks worth employee training and maintenance, training hours, 45 hours per worker, preventive maintenance, $200,000, quality system investment, $100,000, inspection rate, 18%. These settings help ensure consistent product quality, which is critical for brand reputation and customer satisfaction. 3.6 Distribution and retail support. Effective distribution is essential for increasing your market reach. For round 1, bike shops, $200,000, department stores, $500,000, retail support incentives, 50 to 55%. The more support you provide to retailers, the more shelf space and promotion your product receives. 3.7 R&D and product innovation. Even in round 1, invest in new product development. Begin R&D for a new adventurer model with improved style, 52, and tech specs, 33 to 35. Simultaneously start R&D for a leisure bike, which will launch in round 2 or 3. Why invest early? Because R&D takes time. New bikes typically require 1 round for development, 1 for launch. Early investment means faster market entry and growth in new segments. Important, adventurer segment demands frequent updates, almost every round, while leisure models can stay the same for longer. 3.8 Financial decisions in round 1. Avoid equity buybacks or major financial engineering. Instead, keep a strong cash reserve, $5-7 million. Use long-term loans only if you need to fund plant expansion or new product development. Allocate investor relations spending of $300,000 to $400,000. Stock-related actions like repurchasing shares can wait until rounds 4 to 6 when you have more free cash flow. Section 4. Sample balanced scorecard and result expectations. If you implement the strategy correctly, your round 1 target results may look like SHV, $17 to $18, up from $13.9, retail sales, $35 million, $43 million, after tax profit, $3 million, versus competitor average of $600,000, $1 million, production utilization, approximately 80%, cash in hand, sufficient for R&D and plant upgrades, brand awareness, significant increase versus competitors from round 2 onward. With the addition of a second product, leisure, your company will start seeing exponential growth in revenue and market share. Section 5. Keys to long-term success. Rounds 2 to 8. Always track your competitors, prices, brand rating, sales volume. Expand your product portfolio strategically. Do not introduce new products without sufficient capacity. Upgrade your operations regularly. Invest in employee training, maintenance, and quality systems. Avoid excessive borrowing early on, but don't be afraid to use debt to fund profitable growth. Invest in branding and distribution every round. Retail presence is often more valuable than price cuts. Don't copy fixed numbers from tutorials. Always adjust based on current game dynamics and competitor behavior. Closing and contact info. This wraps up your strategic walkthrough for round 1 and the foundation for your success in the MikesBikes advanced simulation. If you need assistance interpreting reports, adjusting your strategy based on actual competitor data, or planning for new product launches, feel free to contact us. Email mbazambikes@gmail.com. Memo blog mbazambikes.blogspot.com. Good luck, and may your company dominate the leaderboard with top shareholder value, consistent profits, and winning strategy.
Increase 20% every round or higher than competitors. So sample for round 1, we can use advertising for round 1, like TV of 400,000, internet 300,000, and magazine 500,000. And for public relation, we can, to make it simple, we can use the same as advertising, or we can adjust a little bit. It depends on your strategy, right? But to make it simple, we can use the same as for advertising, right? 400 for TV and internet and magazine. 300,000 for internet and 500,000 for magazine. For manufacturing, so we can keep we need for around about 60 workers, but we keep 80, or we can increase, we can employ 20 for next round. And SCU for production capacity, we can keep 25,000 and buy more 5,000. So next round we can start production for laser segment. For processes, we have batch size and setup time reduction and supplier relation and raw material. To make it simple, in round 1 we can keep batch size about 400, and setup time reduction we can spend invest 300,000. For supplier relation we can spend around 350,000, and for raw material we can keep that for 3 weeks, enough for production. And also for manufacturing we can use the quality average salary about 26,000. Average salary training we use 45 hours. Preventive maintenance we spend 600,000, and quality system technologies we spend 600,000, and we apply 18% for inspection. For distribution we can spend around 200,000 for buy shops and 500,000 for department store for our one, and increase the support for 51% and 36%. And for branding we can use 1 million or 2 million or 3 million, but to set the cost in round 1 we can use 1 million. Maybe you put 1,000, next round increase to 2,000, and next round we increase to max 3,000, and keep that for all the other later rounds. Design and development is very important, because this is the reason we can update the product. We set a new research project, so next round we can adjust or modify our products to meet the new customer demand. So again, this is very important part. We need to design in this round, so next round we can start a design, develop a new project for the product. So next round we can have, after research we can have production for the new model or a new version of products, right? So in round 1 we plan to for round 2 to produce in 2 segments. So round 1 we need to invest in the develop a new project for adventure with the style of 52 and technology and technical specification of 54. And also we develop a new project for laser style of 52 and tech 11. So next round we can start production of 2 segments based on these 2 projects. And laser does not require update every round, but adventure needs updating every round. So we need to develop new project for adventure in almost every round. Again, this is very important. Again, do not just use the suggested numbers. This suggested number, do not just use it. We need to adjust to meet the specific situation of the game, and also look at the report and set a number and decision better than competitors in later rounds. For finance, we can make decision about equity. We buy back the equity from the later rounds when we get high profit and high cash in hand. We can pay the long-term debts, and also we can spend some for investor relation. So for first round we just use 300,000 or 400,000 for investor relation. We do not buy back shares from the stock from the first round, and also we do not pay that in the first round. We do that from later round, maybe from round 4, 5 to 8 when we have good sale and good profit. So that's overall decision for the first round. If you follow the suggested, we can get quite good result. For example, we can get the SHV or shareholder value of 17 compared with competitor 12, and also we can get retail sales from 35 to 43 million compared with competitor 32 million, and after tax profit after tax of 3 million compared with competitors 600 thousand, and cash in hand we can get very good cash in hand, and also wholesale sales. So in the second product, when we get the 2 products to sell in 2 segments, we can double sale and double profit. This is a sample of final results. You can see that we can increase about 20 or 30% every round to get a shareholder value of 185 compared with the first round start at $13. Increase to 185 in round 8 after 8 rounds, and for round 2 we can get that $29. compared with the first round, 13. Thank you. Thank you for watching. If you prefer free support for round 1 and 2, you can email to MikesBikes@gmail.com and see the updated winning guide and tips on the blog MikesBikes2012.blogspot.com. Thank you. Good luck and success.